Alright, YouTube is kicked. Open up Wes term. Boom. Gadar. Hey Dex. I'm gonna actually I was testing out the cat thing. Well, prototyping it. Yesterday I didn't really have much time after, but I did finish my taxes, so that's cool. I don't have to do it today. My taxes are done. I was testing out like the different ways of doing it. The first way would be like we have one layer that's just oh wait, hold on. Black and white. Where's the color layer? The color layer is invisible unless you shine a light on it, which makes it appear. That's one way. It feels a little hacky, but this way you could paint everything on the same layer. And then it could just like appear if I just put a light on it. They just kind of appear if you put a light on it. So it's like they're being masked. And the other way would just be like these would probably just be the individual layers would be invisible. Don't mind my drawings, by the way. To be honest, I don't even know what these are supposed to be. They look like those you do those hand shadow puppets. They look just like that. It's a flying house. You goddamn right it is. But yeah, it would be kind of like this. So I could just make them appear like this. Boom, boom. And this would be the other way. I think this way is less hacky because like each one has its own picture and everything. While this one, I need to like actually add a light on top of every one of these things. I could be like 1. And that would duplicate this and be like 2. Right. And then this would just go like shoot, 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 shoot. So if you want it to appear, it would just be like that. Modulate. I could make this invisible, I think. Wait, how would I No, that doesn't quite do it. Yeah, I don't know. It's Baba Yaga's house, but it got wings instead of legs. It's not a problem. All right, that's cool then. How you doing, Jenny? If it's not a problem, then I think this way would be the right way to do it. There'll be like 100, if we're doing 100 things, it would be 100 layers, which sounds like a hell of a lot. I'll be real. Sounds like a hell of a lot. And you would be coloring them too, which would be another layer. So it's like double. It's a lot of layers. It's a lot of layers. If it's not a problem for you though, then I think that would be the ideal way. Because this way, like it's just really just adding them all to the scene, and then I could just, I could probably do it programmatically. Probably write a script that just kind of throws them all in the scene. And then when you click it, it just lights up. Like, let me see if I can do one real quick. Let me get rid of the self-modulate. Or all these self-modulates would have to start. Yeah.
I hate the gamer.
That I don't even have to look at the text to know who did that. It's Maddie. It's absolutely Maddie. I know. I just know. We just know. Tell me with strong hate. The same TBH. It's like, I hate me too.
Hey, the best person ever.
That's me. How you doing? Cats test. Yesterday me and Dex were talking about okay, we're working on a potential third game right now. The first one that we're working on is our RPG, which, you know, we're putting on hold for a little bit until I like figure out how to do battle systems and stuff. The second one is an ice cream making game, kind of like it's like you run a shop and stuff and you serve customers ice cream. The third one is just like a point and click I Spy game, which should be like, I think the majority of the work might actually be for Dex this time. So I think the programming is not too bad. It should be super simple to make, and I think it's something that we could probably release on Steam very quickly. I say that the programming might not be much, but it's probably going to be more than I imagine, again. But it still should be simple. I'll have to make X achievements, one per thing that we're trying to find. It's supposed to be a lot like a... It's just really an I Spy game. Wait, hold on. You find it in the picture, you click it, and it appears in color. That's pretty much it. Like, nothing fancy. But how you all doing? I think this would be a fast iteration. And if it seems like it does anything, then like this would be something that like we could probably make a bunch of. And of course, because I'm a gamer at heart, I'm probably gonna throw in a little time attack mode, so to see how fast you can find everything. There'll be a little timer. I feel like I absolutely must add it. There is no other way. Okay, animal scene. So I was gonna test out making so let's do export. Export black and white. Bar black and whoops, that's not how you do it. Black and white is gonna be sprite 2D. Color, okay, sprite 2D, perfect. These should be actually compressed texture 2D, I think. I think that's what we need to do. Unready. Bar. No, we'll just do funk ready. So when this is ready, we could say black and white. Black, white, sprite equals, let's say sprite 2D equals sprite 2D.new. And then we get to do by sprite dot texture. I think it's texture equals black and white, and then I can do the same thing for color. Let's do color sprite. Color sprite. Okay. God damn it. Color sprite. Okay. Color. All right. And then we'll just add child. BW sprite. Color sprite. Okay. So I think we could just add these in, and it should be good-ish. I need to change the self-modulate for the color though, but this will appear in color if this works right now. So let me go ahead and add a child node. This is going to be node to node. Let's add an animal. All right. And then if I just throw clear, we'll just go ahead and do a quick add. This will just be the black and white would be 1. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we have 1. Color is going to be 1 color. And we have, if we have naming conventions, so if each layer is kind of named appropriately, like you could have I kind of just did this 1 BW and 1 C. That way they have they each have like names that are easy to look up depending on which one they are. And of course, transform. Let's slide this down a little bit. Bump, 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 bump. Okay. Wait, they didn't appear. Why didn't they appear? I don't see them. Wait a second. Let me stop. Embed, make floating, no. Okay. Okay. I'm also gonna scale this up. Just number them and add B, Y, and C, yeah. Yep, and then that way it should be super easy for me to do whatever with them. Okay, cool. Wait, which one did I move? Did I move this one? Is this just like not moving with it for some reason? Where's the position? $100. Oops. Let's do like 200, 200. Oh yeah, it just didn't move. Okay. For whatever reason, the scale is not affecting these things. Interesting. This happens like after? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, whatever. A child node. Camera 2D. Okay. Fine. Okay, cool. And then we'll do... I'm just gonna throw a camera in there. I'm gonna reset the scaling on this one. So now, cool, it appears in the right spot. And then we'll just go ahead, I feel like I'm starting to speed up a little bit with this kind of stuff, which is nice. Integer scaling. Let's do like 5 times scaling. Okay, cool. So we added an animal. And then we just have to do like the self-modulate equals. How do you set self-modulate? Let's see. How to self-modulate in Godot. Color. Okay. Equals color. What are the parameters? Red, green, blue, alpha. Red, green, blue, alpha. I think that just needs to be 0 for everything. Cool. And then we'll just go ahead and add a little collider to the guy. Animal. Collision shape 2D. This will just be like a little rectangle shape. Why is it over there though? Hold up. I'll have to figure that out. Debug, view visible collision shapes. Weird. I don't know why that's like that. Whoa. This sounds like Xenoblade Chronicles music. It is. How's it coming along? Hey, Steampunk. It's coming along alright. I was just prototyping something real quick. I'm feeling like these should probably actually be... This should actually just be like a button. Instead of me doing these like collision shape 2Ds and all this fancy stuff. I could just make these buttons. Let me try V3. Or test with UI kind of components, I guess. I don't really know. Control. I don't know if this is gonna be Omori stuff today because I don't have that long to go. But whatever. All right, so let's do rect texture rect. Okay, and this could be the, because this is a clicker game, so technically it's kind of like a UI game, I would imagine. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so this whole thing that's happening over here, let's take that off. This doesn't matter anymore. Okay. I just make everything stretch. By the way, Dex, do you know how big the picture is gonna be? Mm-mm-mm. 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 Child node, let's just do like a node, I guess. Button, texture button. I think this is what we want. If we have like a texture button. What's click mask? The ratio? Probably the 16:9, just 1080p. That's what we'd want, I think. That'd probably be ideal. Okay, let's do animal black and white. Boom. 1C pressed. Look at that. You can just press it and it just does that. That's cool. Bam, beam, 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 beam. Get down, keep. Toggle mode? Oh, look at that. It just works. That's cool. I mean, I probably could just like... It's probably tiny on the screen, but like... That's cool. And this works exactly for the collider too. So it's like, this is so perfect. Oh, wait. Wait. Never mind. This thing has the biggest collider. Never mind. Holy shit. How big is this collider? Sup, nerd? You the nerd. How you doing, nerd? How you doing, nerd? Alright. Anyway, I'll probably fiddle around more with that later. Omori. Oops. Omori. Okay. Okay, cool. We were working on some stuff here. This is the player data. Okay. Skills was supposed to be like an array of skill, which I need to make a new thing for. Stats. Scenes, battle, data. stats? Where does this go in? Are these all like... Are these all stats? They are, I think. Wait, what? Player data. Oh, okay, I see. Let's do like data. Let's do player data. I'm gonna move these all into here because we probably have more. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you failed to load the script. I get it. Why does Bread Streak take so long to update? Mine triggers in like 10 seconds. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Bread's birthday's coming up. Bread's first 50 podcast shots tonight and first extreme hangover. Yes, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Folder skills. Oh man, Stardew music. Remember when we used to play Stardew a little bit on stream? Remember we had the Stardew phase? We were building up a farm. We made it all the way to the island, and then we stopped. There's something about hitting the island. There was something about hitting the island that kind of... I don't know. It triggered something in my brain where I was like, I feel like I completed it. Y'all got bored of it? I don't know if I would say I got bored of it, but I just had like, I don't know if like I have ADHD or if it's an ADHD thing, but when you feel like you finished a task, you don't want to continue it. And I had that sense of completion. Because it's almost like starting a new game when you're on the island. I don't know if I want to do this as a resource or what. Actually, no, I will. I'll make this as a resource. Let's create a new script. This will be a resource. We went hard on it, maybe too much. I don't know. I can go pretty hard on games. I don't know if such thing as too much for me. I can sit down and play a game for like 10 hours a day and not get tired. I'll end the gaming session and I'll still want to play more. Which is why gaming is a problem for me. Skills.gd. Skill.gd. Okay. Extends resource. Cool. Okay, so we have a skill. It's a global script class. What do you mean? Something is weird here. Wait. Player data. There's two of these. Scenes battle player data. Oh. Oh, I think I see what happened. I... Wait, what? Okay, yeah. This one. Delete. Accidentally, remade it. Yeah. Skill. This can just be an array of skill, I think. Expected indented block after colon. Why would you expect an indented block after the colon? Excuse me? Cannot find skill in current scope. Okay, cool. That's because we don't have a class name of it. Skill. Okay, cool. I have your wedding anniversary date saved, but not your... Wait, when? What do you have for my wedding anniversary date? I'll tell you if it's right or wrong. That's funny, though. That's hella funny. Freaking coughing again, man. Wait, hold on, I'll be right back. All right, back. Anyway, if you want the birthday is January 5th, if you're curious. It just passed not long ago. 2 months ago? Geez, it's already March? Okay. God damn it. How's it already March? Guys, I'm getting old. I don't know. It was like January like yesterday. Why is it March today? Where did February go? Like, I actually have no idea where February went. It was the month that did not exist this year. Barcaster. Is gonna be is it gonna be a battle player? Yeah, I think we'll do that. Var target, and then this will be an array of... This needs to be something a little bit more... It needs to be something a little bit more ambiguous, because it needs to have like, it needs to do like additional things. Anniversary's mid-year? Yeah, it sounds about right. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright. I'm just at that point where like my sickness is making me cough a bunch of green stuff, so that's not cool. Not really a fan of that. Not really a fan of that. Why do you have the anniversary day? I have no idea. I have no idea. You can write it in chat. Like, what do you have for it? I'm curious if it's right or not. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not that private. The 7-7? Well, goddamn, you're right about that. That is interesting. Wait, when did I ever talk about it? I have no idea, actually. But again, it's not really that secret, so. How do we do this? There would have to be an interface here. I'll figure it out. Var skill name string. Var skill description. I'm just gonna put this needs to be skill name because I think the name is a default thing here. Or, no, whatever. Description. Again, string. All right. No, actually. This does not need to do cost. This can be an int. Name, description, cost. It doesn't have to do anything else. At least you can be rest assured I'll give you a heads up in the morning. You can be like the first one to say happy anniversary. It'd be hilarious. Okay. And then maybe we can do like a enum target type, which would be like single, multi, enum, I'll be right back in. God damn it. Okay. I want to do like what is the I'm looking for the right word here. What's the word? Like the target, the people I can target. Applicable target. I need a like an easier way to say this. Ally, enemy. all. Okay. Bar. Target. Okay, target type. Target type. And then bar. Applicable. Target. And then this will just be applicable target. There we go. I feel like these are a little... Okay. Cool. So I think this is all that really... No. And we need to have like... damage. Of course we need damage. Skills need damage on them. That's just it. Clip you've been wheezing at? Let's take a peek, sees. There's an AI slot. Oh, okay. Harry Potter.
Way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Accio, Flipendo,
Oh god.
Descendo,
Oh my god.
Avada Kedavra.
Jesus.
Points to Slytherin.
Because he absolutely overkilled the guy. Face slam, face slam, face slam, death spell. Jesus. Jesus. I mean, I can see why it's funny. I don't think Voldemort could have done as bad as that. Like, that was pretty bad. Okay. I think a skill is set up. So let's add some skills, I guess. Let me load up Omori. I need to take a peek at the skills. Omori. I think Fudgy and Redo are playing some Repo. Hey Mateo, how you doing? How's it cocoing? It's cocoing fine. How about you? How goes things? I need to load up my save file so I can check the battles again. Okay. Let's see what skills we have. Okay. Stop. Okay. They're going asynchronously now because I learned how to do multi-threaded in C today. The document that taught me is older than me. Yeah, that makes sense. C is how old. That's hilarious though, that you got taught by a document older than you. Abracadabra. Your sense of humor is cooked. Yeah, it's probably the AI slot. TBH. Alright, so let's go ahead and put some painful truth. How would I do this? So you hurt the foe. Omori and the foe becomes sad. How would you also do that? This, maybe they could have like target effect. Target effect and caster effect. Yeah. Yeah. It's at the same time more complicated, more simple than I thought. That sounds about C. Things can seem simple when you look at them, but the underlying structure or whatever is making them up can be super complicated. Attack that strong when Omori is happy. How do you do these extra things? These are like effects, right? So the skill would have an effect. If happy, do more damage. Oh, it looks super complicated, but the underlying structure is actually pretty is simple. I get switch cases, but there's so many different things that feel like they vary in like the things that they do. Like sometimes you make something sad. This one makes the caster and the person he's attacking sad. Then this one makes his attack stronger when he's happy. A state tree? You look like a state tree. This one is attacking 3 times, hitting random foes. Oh, okay. It's like, again, like there's so many like different effects here. Can select target is going to be a Boolean. There's like so many. I have a... Wait, do I have a state machine on this? I don't think I do. I don't think I have a state machine. I mean, I guess I could hack it into the scripts and be like, if it's this skill, then just do more damage, I guess. I don't know. It'll just check for the status. I just started to use the 0 and 1s as booleans and got a little used to it. Oh, that sounds very JavaScript. Or maybe they do it in C too, I don't know. I haven't touched C since like college. That was a long time ago. Wait, how long ago was college for me? Oh my god. I graduated like 15 years ago. I'm friggin' old, man. I'm getting old. We're getting old. We're getting old here. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now, and I'll just figure it out as I go. Maybe I shouldn't go too hard on the skills, because like, come on, let's be real. I'm not actually trying to fully build out this game. Join. Is that what happens when you use those? Create new resource. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm just gonna add the skills here. Boulder, Omori. Okay. Let's do a resource, skill. All right, let's make a new skill. First skill up is painful truth. Painful truth? Oh, painful truth. Oh, I forgot to put them all as export. Export. Oops. Okay. Okay, cool. Painful truth. Description. Deals damage to a foe. Omori and the foe become sad. Deal damage to a foe. Omori and the foe become sad. Cost 10. Cost 10. Okay, and this has a little colon after it. It's fine. 10. Damage? I don't know, man. Just 250. Single applicable target enemy. Malak to the infinity and beyond. I hereby allocate the moon to memory. Freeze for wussies, real programmers hoard all the Malaks. I haven't heard of Malak in a long time. Is that what you use for threading? I don't even remember, man. It's been so long since I've heard that word. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, hold on. Allocate a single block of contiguous memory at the heap on runtime. Got it. Boom, 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 boom. For the heap, I think something dynamic. Yeah. You get that long-term memory. Yeah. A single block of contiguous memory at the heap at runtime. There you go. Contiguous. Contiguous. Sounds so funny. Effect status. Happy. Sad. Angry. And then I think we should probably just do none. Export var target effect status. Effect status. I'm gonna default this to effect status dot none. And we'll do the same thing, right? So we could do caster effect status effect none. That way now Omori and the foe becomes sad. So now Omori and the foe becomes sad. So we're making a way to kind of put in the effects here. And then we'll just like, when doing the actual skill, we'll have to like read into all of these things, which is kind of insane. But like, this is what we got to do, right? Applicable target enemy. Okay. Okay. Hear me out. And then let me think about this actually. Wait, hold on. I feel like there's a way. If the foe is sad, greatly reduce its defense. If the foe is sad, greatly reduce its defense. Malik, but you allocate SSD. At the end of the program, you wipe entire SSD. And then after you wipe your entire SSD, throw it out the window and watch it explode. That's what you gotta do. Jenny is coming in. Going for all the stuffs. Deals damage to the foe, and the foe becomes sad. Deals damage if the foe is sad, greatly reduces its defense. Enum debuff. Debuff type. Okay, I have an idea of how to do this. So we can say debuff type. This could be defense, attack. I'm just gonna throw these two in here. I don't know if there are any more, but like, and then we can have like export var. We can have like one rabbit hole I was also let down was linked list. God, I hate them. Why can't they just behave like an array? Because they're not an array. They only know who's next. It's actually just a snake. It's not an array, it's a snake, alright? That's just how it is. I remember seeing an actual use case for a linked list. I just don't remember what it was. Like an actual use case. Why not store the before as well? I mean, you could. You could do the before, actually. Is that what the doubly linked list is? I don't remember. Yeah, it's called a doubly linked list. That's what does the before. So you could do it. Yeah, it's called a doubly linked list. So you could do that. I mean, it's an option. And sometimes it would benefit you. Blum, blum. Gamer just casually winning. It's 8 o'clock. I'll probably go in like 15 minutes. I could stay a little bit extra. Okay. So what I want to do here is like, what I want to do here, can I use a class here? Class, debuff condition. And then this would be like, apply if, and then this is effect status. Yeah, and then this could be export bar apply. Apply, and then this will be a debuff. Debuff type. Expected that after a class declaration. Okay. Export bar debuff goes debuff condition. Oh. Export type can only be a built-in. Fine. I'm not even gonna bother, man. I don't even know how to do it. Whoops. I have no idea how you would need to do this in Godot. Alright, I have no idea. I'm just gonna export region. How do you do export regions? Godot export regions. Export subgroup. There we go. Subgroup. Debuff. Okay. Basic. Okay, this is target. Oops. Let's do effect. Okay. Cool. Target. Effect. Deals damage to the foe. If the foe is sad, greatly reduces defense. I'll do like great defense. I'll just say major defense. Major attack. This will be like a huge debuff. Okay. I don't really know how much that is, but boom, boom, boom. I don't actually remember what a map does. It depends on what you're talking about. Map. Where do you put the star when you write the pointer? You put it before and after the variable, and then before and after the value. Alright, let me read this skill again. If the post side greatly reduces defense. Okay, bow sad. If sad, major defense. Okay. Okay, cool. So we'll just go ahead and make this none. Applicable target. Enemy. Target single. Cool. And I think we have our first skill. That's it. Oh, we have stats in here too. Create new folder, player underscore stats. I wasn't aware. There we go. Cool. Got to clean everything up. We have a lot of data. You gonna go to sleep now and see y'all? All right, see you later. Drink water. Oh. Be right back. Let me get water. All right, I'm back. Okay. It was like how it's pronounced, so integer pointer equals int star. C is such an interesting language. It feels so technical, but I wouldn't want to work with it. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, they don't even have strings, right? They only have character. You could do character arrays, but you don't have strings. Like, let's be real. Give me my strings. Car star, baby. Car star. I remember having to write like a script in C when I was in college, and I was like, this sucks. And the pointers were just completely whooshing me. I was like, I don't know what the hell is happening here, but I'm just going to do this assignment. Name. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Interesting. You give it a name. All right, I think we actually kind of have a skill set up in a way that we could apply. We could apply it. So like we have debuff condition. Let me try making a few more skills and see like if it actually does work. Deals damage. If the foe is sad, greatly reduces defense. Oh wait, no, that's shun. Oh crap. Deal damage if the foe is sad, greatly reduces defense. This one's supposed to be shun. Whoops. Rename. Oops. Shun. Okay. Shun. And the cost is 20. Cost 20. Effect. So sad target becomes sad. Becomes sad. There's no debuffs on this one. Oh, I need to put debuff type. I need to just put none at the top. None. This needs to be default. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. None. None. Damage 50. Single enemy. Sad. Sad. All right. Create new resource skill. Painful truth. Blah, blah. Kingdom Hearts in here? Everyone thinks they're a god would see until they see Foostash star. Why would those parentheses even be there? Star bar, star foo, space, int star bar. What do the extra stars even do? What do those even do? Like, I don't get it. Painful truth description. Deals damage to a foe. Omori and the foe becomes sad. Deals. Wait. Stop. Oh, that is painful truth. Okay, I'm an idiot. This one should be shun then. Okay, fine. No. We're gonna make painful truth here. I can't believe it. Deals damage to a foe, Omori and the foe becomes sad. Deals damage to a foe, Omori and the foe become sad. Cost 10. Damage. I don't know. I'm just gonna put 50 for all these, man. Deals damage if the foe is sad, greatly reduces defense. Deals damage if the foe is sad. If the foe is sad, greatly reduce defense. Cost 20. Cost 20. Okay. You just mash random ship. I'm sure that's some kind of C code. I'm sure it compiles. Or you get some very obscure error. Pointer to pointer to pointer. How do you point to a pointer? How do you like doubly point to a pointer? I don't get that. If the foe is sad, greatly reduce defense. If sad, greatly major defense. Okay. Enemy single damage cost. This is a debuff, so maybe we'll do a little less damage. Okay, next one is hack away. Attack 3 times hitting random foes. Look at that, it's just working. Hack away. Hack away. Attack 3 times. Hitting random foes. This one can be 30, and this one will also be like 40. Can select target off, target type. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. I don't know if this will matter for anything, but like I'm just gonna put that there. There's no target effect. Karsar Star is pretty often used to point to an array of strings. Oh. Interesting. I feel like I have seen that, though. Axe first and attack. That's stronger when Omori is happy. Look at another condition. We have a damage multiplier condition. That's a lot of goddamn condition. Lucky Slice. Lucky. I chose like the wrong moves. I should have just gone with like their most basic moves and just moved on from there, because this is gonna be a lot of work. I can already feel it. This is gonna be a lot of goddamn work. I feel the pain. Okay, I take it back. C is dumb. Let me use string. Exactly. There you go. See, now you're seeing it. You see the light. You see the light. Lucky Slice. Axe first. Axe first. Again, this is another condition. Oof. An attack that's stronger when Omori is happy. And attack that's stronger when Omori is happy. Cost 15. And then damage is gonna be, I don't know, I'll just say 40. And now we need like a damage multiplier condition. Damage multiplier. Export bar. Damage multiplier. If effect status. Why do I even call this effect status? Let's call this like mood. Let's just call it mood. Mood. Mood type. We can default this to 1, I think. Yeah, we could just default this to 1. And this should be a float. Damage should also be a float, I guess. Yeah, everything just reset. Lucky Strike. Painful Truth. Shun. Goddamn. Okay, attack 3 times. Hack away. This is gonna be 40. Attacks first. Okay, Lucky Slice. Omori is happy. Hits harder. Cost 15. Target. Can't select target. Single. Enemy. Effect. Target effect status. Target effect status. Okay. Oh shit, I gotta go. Screw the make file. No, make files sound like their butt. I gotta run. I've got to run. It's time. Let's raid Loki. I'll see you guys later. Later, nerd. Know you. See you later. Have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you guys are. Peace, Aroni.